What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those Bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped, that's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Camlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Camlorn by Fal Chu and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping. I could guess. With most of our force besieging Camlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Camlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing. Fal Chu's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Camlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now.
I'm going to flay that fool orc alive. What has that fool orc gotten himself into now? Recruit Gorak, a new initiate sent from Wayrest along with a tide of untested soldiers. And he really is green. He's an orc. There's not many of them in the Lion Guard. He got himself lost in the swamp, again. He tried to show up the other recruits and recover General Gaudier's lost dispatch. Listen, I can't spare many soldiers. If you head out into the swamp, can you keep an eye out for Gorak? Please, let me know if you find Recruit Gorak. He may be a little overzealous, but he means well. I think. Gorak's eager. Maybe too eager. He wants to be in the Lion Guard so badly that he'll crawl over broken glass to impress us. His attitude hasn't sat well with the other officers. I'm the 4th commander he's been assigned to. Gorak has a fire and a passion. I respect that. I just need to find a way to temper his enthusiasm and harness it before he gets himself or his fellow guards hurt. Please, let me know if you find Recruit Gorak. He may be a little overzealous, but he means well. I think.
We supply the Lion Guard with whatever arcane gear they may need, but we don't have an exclusive arrangement, so if you need something, just ask.
Welcome, Adept. Mind your step here.
Please, Is there anything you can tell me? My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the Weird Tree?
Oh, my poor son. I wish he hadn't gone on that stupid expedition. Why won't they tell me what happened?
I have as much sympathy as the next soldier, but I don't think I can take much more of this woman's incessant whining.
I'm proud to be part of the Lion Guard.
I'm telling you, what with werewolves and cultists on every corner, you can't trust an inferior weapon to do the job.
Is there anything you can tell me? My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I require your assistance. These Bloodthorn Cretans ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them. But I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorak, pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on. Let's show these Bloodthorn cultists what for. Ask anything, friend. To prove myself, a messenger disappeared in these swamps several days ago with a dispatch from General Gautier. No one had the wits or the will to venture out here except me. Oh, and you, it would seem. Not many. It wasn't so long ago that the alliance was forged between Orsinium and Wayrest. Orcs have spent more years fighting the Lion Guard than joining them. I intend to prove the worth of my people. Really? I'm a paragon of my people, and a perfect example of the essence of true orc. In short, I'm exactly what the Lion Guard needs. I grew up reading about the Lion Guard. My mother collected books about the Guard when I was a child. Books such as The Lion's Roar, Guardian of My Heart, and For the Love of a Lion. I read them all. I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Let's get this dispatch back to Aldcroft. Thank you. I'll take the dispatch to Captain Vistra. Find me later. I owe you a drink.
Watch yourself. This place is thick with Bloodthorn cultists. I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by Bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move. You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern. We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the Bloodthorns. Bloodthorns are holding the Duke in the lighthouse. You'll have to fight your way in there if you really plan to rescue him.
I'm glad you're helping, Alexia. Will you aid me as well? Come, mortal. Do a favor for this poor, weary spirit. My daughter is lost to her grief. How can she send you here, to a haunt of vile cultists, to retrieve a pipe? Sheer folly! She should have something of real value. Something that will allow her to move on. For years, I've been hiding gold under a tree southwest of the lighthouse. Dig it up and give it to my daughter. Then she needs to go to my brother in Crosswitch. There she can start anew.
You don't look like a Bloodthorn cultist. I assume this is a rescue attempt? Divines be praised. The cultists trapped me with these focus crystals. I'm a bit of a mage myself, but I'm powerless inside this ward. Destroy the focus crystals. I can't move while this binding spell holds me. I'm free. Now to get out of here. But there's one more thing. Thanks, friend. But I'm not the cult's only prisoner. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her. Very good. I'll return to Aldcroft. Meet me there after you rescue this mysterious woman.
My executioner? You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood. Splendid. Cut me loose. We'll kill these Bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves. Let's just say I have some inside knowledge that can help us put an end to the mangy dog. Now get me out of these ropes. Sebastian, we don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste. My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
I thought Papa was nearby, but now, nothing. Do you have his pipe? I just want to hold on to him, just a little longer. He appeared? He appeared and spoke about me? I recognize this satchel. What's inside it? Oh, Papa. Ever the pragmatist. There's enough here to get supplies in Aldcroft. Then I can go on to Crosswitch.
Is the Duke safe?
The Weird Sisters know much more about healing than I do. Thank you for helping them.
The spirits of the tree told me to follow you. They spoke of great suffering in Aldcroft. I'm here to aid in any way that I can.
Hello again. We decided that a few of us should come to help the refugees here.
You saved my husband. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm truly in your debt.
Here I am, safe and sound back in Aldcroft. I have you to thank for that. Yes, and I share her concerns about both Camlorn and Aldcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that. Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now. Indeed. They hide in human form. It's exactly what they did in Camlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them before Aldcroft suffers the same fate as poor Camlorn. Gloria says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves. I'm sure she can tell you more about it. Point the amulet at people in Aldcroft. It will reveal if someone is a werewolf or not. It pains me to say this, but pay special attention to the refugees from Camlorn. I don't believe they're all what they appear to be.
You saved my husband.
I was so worried about Father. How brave you were to rush in there and save him.
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed. I'm no expert, but Hircine is the Daedric Prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hircine. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right? Don't you know anything? Hircine, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hircine's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are. What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find? Fair enough. All right, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves, and I kill them. I know why you're here, But where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed.
I'm glad the matter we discussed has been, dealt with. Rest assured, the Duke of Camlorn does not forget his friends.
I need help. The Weird Sisters know much more about healing than I do.
The refugees make such a mess. They should all go back to wherever it was they came from.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
Why did you do that? What was that odd light? I don't. I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
That was strange. What just happened?
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived. Wonderful.
The pain! It hurts! You've been discovered! Attack! Attack!
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
It burns! My skin! It's on fire! For Falchul! For victory!
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
What's happening to me? Holdcroft must fall for Claw and Fang!
That was strange. What just happened?
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist.
That was strange. What just happened?
It burns. My skin, it's... We have been discovered. Attack! Attack!
Aldcroft isn't safe, friend. If you decide to go farther, I can't guarantee you'll come back with all your pots still attached.
Are they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in Aldcroft? So Gloria was right. I suppose I should have known. At least we'll be better prepared this time. And it seems I'm once again in your debt. At least now we know what we're facing. Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important about how Falchu came to power. Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway, to learn more, Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her? Talk to Sergeant Armoyle. His soldiers faced werewolves in Camlorn, and they captured one of the beasts. He can advise you. Then meet Gloria in the cave to the east across the bay. That's where she'll perform the rite to learn how to defeat Falchu. We can't let Falchu's curse spread to Aldcroft. Do what you can to help Gloria. I trust your abilities.
You saved my husband.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf's sire from the blood of his offspring. That's why we need to capture a werewolf. If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf. I got things to do.
I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat dozens of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion Guard, but you're close.
I understand, Captain. I'll double my efforts and make you proud. You can count on me.
Gorak may be ready one day, but today is not that day.
I may have exaggerated a bit. My apologies.
What do you want?
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Camlorn and... Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my soldiers. Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Camlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battle mage Lexi did it. She should be able to help you. Lexi, front and center, if you please. What are you waiting for? The Lion Guard doesn't tolerate sluggards.
Right. So here's how we capture a werewolf. You fight the beast and keep it busy. Meanwhile, I cast the spell that entraps it. Just do your part and leave the magic to me. I'm an expert. Right. So here's how we capture a werewolf. Time I overdid it. Let's find another one. Right. So... Got him! No, I haven't. Mud crabs. Now we need another werewolf. By Julianos, it worked! Well, that should hold the ugly cur. Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoyle it worked. You caught one. Good. Let's get him into the circle. I'll create a link between the three of us. We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well. The connection between offspring and sire is strong.
legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion! Arise from the dead.
I serve no one, Reachman!
Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Lenumbra's destruction is your only goal.
Today I submit to you, Angov. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole.
Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
So, it was Angov. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil. You saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angov. A tall order, but it's not impossible. Wait. The werewolf apparently has something to say.
Fools. Your Duke has been blessed with Hircine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Angov has sealed your fate.
The Duke was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him. Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood. We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse. Damn it! I hope your noble attitude doesn't get everyone else killed. All right. I guess I'll stay alive long enough to see this through. Let's go before it's too late. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
Beware, stranger. The Bloodthorn cult browse the fens. I'm no warrior, I'm a chandler. Candles don't make very good weapons, you know. A group of us. We were fleeing from the trouble in Camlorn, but we ran into a fresh set of problems when we got to this blasted fen. As we made camp, some Bloodthorn cultists swooped in. They grabbed the women traveling with us and dragged them off. Our leader, Guy LeBlanc, heard them talking about a coven. That means witches and trouble. Maybe you could talk to LeBlanc. He's around here somewhere. You could sure use the help. We are way out of our element here. Go to Aldcroft, he says. It'll be safer, he says. I shouldn't have listened to LeBlanc. We're from Camlorn. There's been trouble there. We thought maybe things would be a bit more settled in Aldcroft. But no place is safe these days, it seems. If something happened to my Elodie, I will never forgive myself. More or less. He's usually a take-charge sort of fellow. It was his idea to head to Aldcroft, so he feels responsible for all this. His sister was among the women they grabbed. Go to Aldcroft, he says. It'll be safer, he says. I shouldn't have listened to LeBlanc.
never have suggested fleeing to Aldcroft. Brilliant idea, LeBlanc. Now they're gone. All the women in our group, kidnapped by cultists and dragged off into the fen. Yes, we should have stayed in Camlorn. At least my sister would still be with me. We thought we'd go to Aldcroft, but ran into trouble here in the fens before we got there. Bloodthorn cultists swarmed in and grabbed all the women and took them away. I heard them say something about a hag coven in the North Fens. My sister Bethany was fighting them as they dragged her off. I don't know what to do. I feel useless. I'm not used to this sort of life. I sent the others to the Weiris camp nearby. I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happened by when you did. The Lion Guard? They can't even defend Camlorn. That must sound bitter. Well, you're talking to someone who lost everything. We had nice homes, shops, comfortable lives. Now look at us. The Weirises are witches of a sort, devoted to nature and the Weird Tree. They helped us after the attack, and said we could stay at their camp until we were ready to move on. It's nearby, to the southeast. What remains of my group is there now. Not much. It's big, and it smells. Bloodthorn cultists roam the southern fen, and hags prowl the north. I wish I had stayed in Camlorn. I thought we'd be safer out here, but look what happened. I hope Bethany's all right. Cultists, bogs, bugs as big as my head? Why, oh why did I ever leave the city? I'll do my best to answer, friend.
A stranger who isn't dressed as a Bloodthorn? I don't know what you're doing out here, but you're a sight for sore eyes. Now hurry up and cut me loose. No, I'm the Queen of the Nords. Of course I'm from Camlorn. Did my brother Guy send you? I gave the cultists a hard time, so they tied me up. They took the other women away, though. I think they traded them to the Bog Hags. The Bloodthorns have an arrangement with the Hags. Something about exchanging us for their help against the Weird. They even have a contract. I saw them arguing over it earlier. It should be around here somewhere. Please try to find my companions. These cultists are insane, but the Hags, who knows what they're capable of. I'll go find my brother. The poor sod is useless without me.
Get out of here.
Thank you so much for helping me. You really are the hero they say you are.
Well done. When we get back to town, I'll raise a tankard in your name.
What I wouldn't give to be in a nice warm inn, drinking a pint of ale, or 3.
Is there no hope?
We're lucky you came along, but I'm sure our luck won't last. Have you seen the crocodiles around here? We're going to wind up as a meal for one of those monsters.
Those horrible vines, they torture the land.
Without your help, who knows what would have happened to us. But what about next time? You can't just follow us around and keep us safe, you know?
My sister and the other women made it here. Everyone's a bit rattled and tired, but otherwise they don't seem hurt. Thank you. Weiress Emily says a hag named Mother Merk was likely behind the abduction of the women. I wish we could stop her before she tries this again. All this danger and adventure. We're so not cut out for this. Mother Merk leads a coven of hags. That's what the Weirresses told me. The coven hunts women to convert into hags or thralls. The Weirresses told me about the Reach woman Sabellic. She knows how to deal with Mother Merk. She's staying with the Weirresses at the Northern Enclave. Meeting you was a bright spot in this otherwise dark adventure. If you can stop Mother Merk, that'll be one less thing for us to worry about. You can find Sabellic in the Northern Weird Camp. Just follow the road across the bridges. I'll answer what I can. Too bad you aren't asking about a nice place to eat in Camlorn. That I know. History of this bog and information about hags? I only know what the Weirresses told me. They say she's got a taste for flesh. Thinks the bog belongs to her and the hags. The Weirresses have been fighting with her for generations. Sabellic is a Reach witch staying with the Weirresses. Whereas Emily says she can look right into you and see things about your past and future. The Wirises say she isn't evil, but I'd still be careful around her. You can find Sibelic in the Northern Weird Camp. Just follow the road across the bridges.
We're not warriors. We're just simple townsfolk. We're lucky you came along.
I can't thank you enough for freeing me and the others. I shudder to think what might have happened to us if not for your timely intervention.
Hello?
I'm glad you are back, because I wanted to thank you. Really, I did. Thanks.
I hope and pray that the land will be restored to its natural balance soon.
Hail.
Hello there.
So you've come to the bog at last. I've waited for your arrival. It was written on the stones and in the sky. Fate has led you here, just as I have foreseen it. You wish to resolve the conflict between the Weird and the Coven. Mother Merc's anger and darkness run deep, even for a Hagraven. She's powerful, and leads the Coven through fear and pain. You'll need this charm to defeat her, for she can siphon vitality from even the strongest foe. Kill the lesser hags and drain their power into this charm. But use the charm only when Merc tries to siphon your life force. Don't waste its power. You can find the hags to the west. Just protect that charm. It is your best defense against Mother Merc. Ask, I will answer what I can. Probably. I am called by many names. Mire Witch, Old Bog Crone, the Swamp Seer. You may simply call me Sibelic. No, I come from the Reach, just like Mother Merc and Angoff. Not everyone who comes from the Reach seeks to do evil. The Weird are hospitable, so I reside with them. Yet I don't begrudge Mother Merc her wickedness. It was her path to choose. Mother Merc opposes the Weiruses. She's your enemy, not mine. I can see how her darkness twists and harms the world around her, though. Such terrible things she does. The struggle between Weird and Hag is as old as the swamp itself. Both sides have sought my help, but this is not my battle. You, however, have picked a side. I help you and indirectly become involved, just as it should be. Mother Merc uses dark magic. She will drain your life to restore her own vitality. The charm, once empowered, will reflect her magic back upon her. But you must use it at the correct time or it won't be of much help. You can find the hags to the west. Just protect that charm. It is your best defense against Mother Merc.
Huh? What do you want with this old hunt master? Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs. Ah, these are pretty. Pretty disgusting. Here, take your gold. Sorry, Hunter. No more bounties today.
Welcome to the arse end of nowhere. An adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say. What brings you to our humble camp? I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rooks and Bloodthorns meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the messenger to talk. Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but I don't believe a word of it. If you want to try to make the bandit talk, he's right over there. The man practically walked into our camp. Sorriest excuse for a Red Rook bandit I've ever seen. Now, if we could just get him to tell us something useful.
Join the Lion Guard and see the world, they told me. All I've seen is the Glenumbra Wilderness. I'm sick of this place.
Please, you have to listen to me. My family's in danger. No one will listen. I'll tell you everything I know, but you have to help me. I'm begging you. First, you have to promise to help me. I didn't stumble into a Lion Guard camp by accident. I came here for help, not to be taken prisoner. I had no choice. They're holding my family. The Red Rooks. I'm a tracker. I know this area like the back of my hand. The Red Rooks tried to convince me to join them, but I said no. So they captured my family and threatened to kill them. I want those bastards dead just as much as anyone. Yes, I'll tell you everything I know, but only after they're safe. They're holding my family in an abandoned house to the south of this camp. If you get them back here safely, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Get my family back here safely. I'll tell you exactly where the meeting is happening and how you can disrupt it. But first, I need to see my family with my own eyes.
You aren't one of them. Please, help us. These bandits grabbed us. They're using us to force my husband to help them. I'm so worried about him. Yip is safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Come, Tarsiel. We need to get out of here and find your father.
Why is my father still a prisoner? This wasn't his fault. Please, you must tell the guard to release him.
I won't leave my husband's sight again. If they want to lock him up in a cell, then they'll have to lock me up with him.
You're safe, thank the Divines. And thank you for believing me. I'll tell you everything I know about the Red Rooks and the Bloodthorns. The Bloodthorns and Red Rooks plan to finalize their alliance. They're meeting in secret right in the ruins behind you. But the relationship has been rocky at best from what I was able to see. I don't think it will be very hard to force them apart. Just wiping out the ones at this meeting won't be enough. That might even bring the two groups closer together since you'd be giving them a common enemy. No, you need to turn them against one another. Of course. It's a great idea. Take my clothes and go to the ruins. Find Envoy Caius and attack him while wearing a Red Rook uniform. That should shatter the Alliance. If you lose the disguise, dig around in Red Rook packs for another one. Look for the Bloodthorn Envoy in the central part of the ruins. Be careful, though. Once he falls, disguise or not, they'll come after you with everything they have. Only your wits and your weapons will get you out of there in one piece.
I won't leave my husband's sight again. If they...
Well, what are you waiting for? Put on the disguise and let's get a look at you. Hey, what's a Red Rook doing in our camp? Just kidding. You do look pretty good in that outfit, though.
I'll admit, I'm starting to believe his story. At least he really does have a wife and daughter.
Bloodthorns, to arms! The Red Rooks have betrayed us!
We cannot resist much longer. They will break us. Help us. We can't resist much longer. Soon we'll be forced to answer their call. Our masters were the ancient rulers of High Rock, at rest these many years. Now, Bloodthorn cultists have disturbed the burial mounds and stolen the ruling regalia from the tombs of our kings. We can't stop them. The Bloodthorn drain our wills. If you recover the regalia they stole and return it to the crypts, it will restore our leaders. They are strong spirits, and our joined wills can resist the cultists. I sense the regalia. It is still nearby. These Bloodthorn are nothing more than grave robbers. Take back the regalia they stole and return each item to its proper tomb. They hide the items in the groundskeeper's cottage, south of the burial mounds. To control our ancient kings, just as they try to control us. We were at peace, stranger, silent in watchful slumber. Then the screaming began, not just in our minds, but in our souls. No, not us. At least not at first. They were loud, insistent voices, crying in our minds, screaming, "Submit, submit!" They broke our will and shattered our defenses. They want us to join them. They're servants of Molag Bal. They seek to conquer Glenumbra. Please stop them. We won't be able to resist the Bloodthorn much longer. These Bloodthorn are nothing more than grave robbers. Take back the regalia they stole and return each item to its proper tomb. They hide the items in the groundskeeper's cottage, south of the burial mounds.
I wasn't sure if I'd run into anyone else on these forsaken roads. Well, except for the werewolves and the maniacal cultists, that is.
Join the Lion Guard and see the world, they told me.
So, I'm going to take a wild guess here. All that commotion coming from the ruins? That was you, wasn't it? Good work. A job well done, then. No good would have come from such an unholy alliance. While you were gone, I decided to let Kip and his family go. Couldn't stand seeing his wife and daughter so distressed. I even tossed him a shirt and a pair of pants. I'll send word to you if any other hapless spies or agents wander into our camp.
There you are. There you are. I've been looking for you. Well, not necessarily you, exactly, but certainly someone like you. Strong, brave, capable. carries a well-used weapon? The Lion Guard has need of you. Go see Commander Ailes. He's in our fortified camp up on the hill.
The Lion Guard sets up camp wherever there's a need, and this one is vital. We're barely keeping Angof's dead from pouring out of Cath Padro. The rotting bastards are damn tough, that's for sure.
Crush some Bloodthorn skulls for me. Faith in the Covenant!
Help someone in need?
Divines bless you, friend. I am a good man who's fallen on hard times. I have 11 starving children that will surely die without a morsel to eat today. Won't you spare a silver for an honest man and his adoring children? Yes, I'm sure a wealthy traveler and hero such as yourself could spare a few gold for a worthy cause. Won't you think of my poor children wasting away? Thank you. Thank you.
I owe you.
He hates everyone.
I was too weak to protect the tomb of my lord, the Iron Son of Hyrok. He was a mighty ruler of ancient Camlorn. His powerful blade of sky-fallen iron forged a mighty dynasty. In war and peace, he ruled by the sword.
Once again, the Iron King's flame will burn those who try to steal his blade.
Quiet, you beef-witted louts. I failed to protect the regalia of my exalted lord, the Golden Prince. He was a ruler of great wealth and renown. He brought trade and prosperity to Hyrok. The prince's power was in his vast reserves of gold, the balm that soothes all tempers.
Once more, the pride of the Golden Prince protects his treasures.
I have failed in my duty. I could not defend the trophies of the Supreme Hunter, the Ivory Lord. My lord was a hunter. He stalked dangerous game from Skyrim to Valenwood. No beast could elude him, no target could evade his arrow. It took many assassins to lay him low. Once more, the Ivory Lord's tusk defends his treasures.
I suffer eternal dishonor for failing my lady. I suffer eternal dishonor for failing my lady, the Emerald Princess. I am no longer worthy of the post I hold. She was our beloved ruler, a queen with martial skills and unsurpassed beauty. Her shield, the Green Aegis, protected her in battle. It was the symbol of our undying loyalty to her.
Don't kill me. I am not your enemy.
Once more, the Green Aegis defends its lady's resting place.
Wait, I'm not your enemy. I'm hiding. I didn't know the Bloodthorns were going to desecrate this burial site. My ancestors are buried here. My great-great-grandfather appeared before me, demanded I atone for the desecration. If I don't, he said he'd haunt me. Forever. I made a mistake when I joined them. If I go back out there, they'll kill me. Please, help me appease my ancestors. The Bloodthorns stole sacred candles from the tombs. Retrieve them and light them at my family tombs so they know I still honor them. Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. I'd suggest honoring the Windvale Founder's tomb last. He was really angry, scared me witless when he just appeared out of nowhere. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was never let in on any big secrets or plans, though. According to the Founder, I joined because I'm a shiftless idiot and a lazy, good-for-nothing slob. He really ripped into me. Because of Angoff, he seemed like the strong leader that Glenumbra so desperately needs. He can be very persuasive. I never thought about the harm we were doing until the ghost of my own ancestor confronted me. Of course I am. I'm so scared I can't think straight. That's why I'm begging for your mercy and your aid. When this is all over, I'm gonna run. North, east, anywhere my feet will take me. Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. I'd suggest honoring the Windvale Founder's tomb last. He was really angry, scared me witless when he just appeared out of nowhere. I'm going to do whatever I can to make up for my mistakes. I'll get out of here and go home to Daggerfall. Find something useful to do, maybe help my father at his tailor shop. I certainly won't be joining any other cults in the near future, not me. Place the candles on my family's graves. First, you'll visit 3 humble graves. Then, you need to find a great monument surrounded by an iron fence. Place the last candle there.
Sheathe your weapon. I may be dead, but I am not your enemy. Mortal, know that I am Donel Dellen, once King of Daggerfall. Your deeds have not gone unnoticed, and I thank you for your help. However, the danger has not passed. These necromancers plan to enslave us and turn us against our descendants. Sheathe your weapon, mortal. The Bloodthorn no longer desecrate our tombs, but our faithful knights are still at risk. The grave robbers use soul-twisting sorcery to enslave them. Slay these Bloodthorn cultists. Rescue the spirits they are trying to enslave. To my great sorrow, Sir Grandin has already heeded their evil call. Find his tomb to the east and destroy him. When that is done, find me on the Monument Hill. Slay the Bloodthorns. Break their hold over our servants. Our servants have been loyal and true. Such commitment must not be repaid with slavery. Sir Grandin was a great hero of High Rock. Standing alone in the pass to Stormhaven, he turned back the raging Nord invaders. As the first spirit to fall to the Bloodthorns, he will be a fearsome opponent. Slay the Bloodthorns. Break their hold over our servants. Our servants have been loyal and true. Such commitment must not be repaid with slavery.
At long last, my thoughts are once again my own. Thanks to you.
Thank you, champion. Your help is greatly appreciated. And I can think again. I must attend to my lords.
You have the cunning and skills of a true hunter. May you always catch whatever prey you stalk.
Our duty to High Rock did not end with our deaths. We shall always defend this land. Thank you for assisting us.
You have an entrepreneurial nature. Continue on this path, and one day you'll be as wealthy as I was. You returned the Sky Iron Sword to my crypt. You are a true knight, and I thank you for your efforts on my behalf.
You return. My brother and sister monarchs await word of your success. We knew you could defeat the Bloodthorn cultists, and now the time has come. Please remain and bear witness. Without your aid, we'd be slaves, forced by the Bloodthorns to smite our own descendants. Even kings may bend a knee to those they honor. Release us to our final rest. Have we your leave to depart? Farewell, mortal. Your actions this day shall prove a decisive blow to the Bloodthorn cult and their evil master. Have we your leave to... Farewell.
What's this? You're not my idiot descendant. You're not even a member of my family. You're placing the sacred candles instead of my worthless descendant? Has he no shame at all? I can see that. So he's afraid to face his former comrades? He should fear the wrath of the angry dead more. Still, he has made an effort, of a sort. Return to Harald. Tell him to renounce the cult and continue to make amends, or he'll suffer the vengeance of the dead. Now go. I wish to return to my rest.
What did great-grandfather tell you? Am I back in good graces? I renounced the cult and promised to honor my ancestors, but from a much safer distance. I'll make my way out of here. Maybe go to Daggerfall or start a new life somewhere else. No more cults for me, not even benign ones.
I wasn't sure if I'd run it.
Sorry, Hunter. No more bounties today.
Right here.
The wounds inflicted by Angof's minions fester rapidly. They're difficult to heal.
Hello.
Speak of your desires.